I'm sure you've heard the news. History wasn't just kings and castles, grand balls and tales of chivalry. It wasn't all sunshine and roses, peaceful treaties and the construction of magnificent cathedrals. Let's dive into the shocking games people played for fun, or rather for entertainment at the expense of others. First up, the Roman Colosseum's Damnatio ad Bestias, a spectacle of cruelty that drew massive crowds. Here, condemned criminals faced wild beasts, lions, tigers, bears, you name it, and crowds bet on how gruesomely they'd die. It was a macabre form of gambling where human suffering was the main attraction. To add insult to injury, some victims were even dressed as mythological heroes, turning their agonizing deaths into a twisted form of theatre. Imagine being forced to play the role of a legendary figure, only to be devoured by wild animals in front of thousands of cheering spectators. Take the case of Saint Blandina, a Christian slave who was brutally torn apart for the crowd's amusement. Her story is a chilling reminder of the religious persecution that was rampant during the Roman Empire. Moving across the Atlantic, we find that the Aztecs played Tlachtli, a ball game with a terrifying twist. In this game, losing wasn't just about pride, it meant you'd end up on a skull rack, a gruesome display of human sacrifice. The stakes were literally life and death. Literally, thousands of heads lined up, a chilling testament to the Aztecs' religious practices and their views on sacrifice. The Vikings, not to be outdone in the realm of brutality, had Holmgang, a duel with deadly consequences. This wasn't your typical gentleman's duel. First blood wasn't enough to end the fight. It was a fight to the death, where honor and reputation were on the line. To further amp up the intensity, some fighters even took psychotropic mushrooms to rage harder, entering a berserker state of uncontrollable fury. Imagine facing an opponent who was not only skilled in combat, but also fueled by mind-altering substances. And the Romans, with their penchant for gambling and spectacle, loved a good gladiator lottery, a game of chance with a horrifying outcome. In this twisted game, condemned prisoners drew lots to pick their own horrific execution, a cruel twist of fate that left them at the mercy of chance. It was a lottery where the only prize was a gruesome death. What darker? Let's talk about the brazen ball, a torture device that's as disturbing as it sounds. This ingenious device roasted victims alive while their screams were amplified. Then there's scaffolding, the Persian boats, a method of execution so cruel it's hard to fathom. Victims were placed between two boats covered in honey and milk and left to be eaten alive by insects. Want more jaw-dropping history? Like, comment and subscribe. Stay curious, stay informed.